It's time to select our next CFMC pop-up grant winner. Let's see who it is.
So thank you for joining us, Katie, and congratulations to the Cromwell Creative District. Yay!
Thank you so much.
Yay! Pop-up grant recipient. How exciting.
Very.
So and we have to actually do double duty with having you with us today. Not only are you a volunteer, you are the fundraising chair, Mike. What do I
So
know?
I am the publicity chair.
Publicity chair.
I am I'm also currently the interim chairperson because our chairperson stepped down recently. So
okay,
two roles.
You're wearing two roles, lots of hats at Cromwell Creative District, but you're also the nominator for the pop-up grant, which is awesome. And so it just goes to show that everybody can nominate their favorite nonprofit, even when they volunteer or are on staff. We've had that happen as well, which is really funny, but it's the idea of being able to share all the great things. So I think particularly you're a relatively new nonprofit and you have a very enthusiastic group of volunteers, but I bet a lot of people don't even know that Cromwell Creative District exists. So tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, sure. And thank you so much for the opportunity. So Cromwell Creative District, which I will probably shorten and say CCD because it's less of a tongue twister. We are a completely volunteer run nonprofit, and we focus on downtown Cromwell. Creative districts are actually an initiative from the National Endowment of the Arts. And the idea is to help revitalize forgotten main streets. So for instance, if you compare Cromwell's Main Street, like our downtown with Middletown's, there's no comparison. Like Middletown has tons of things, tons of restaurants. It's very bustling. There's always people. We don't feel like a lot of people come to that side of Cromwell. People come on and off of 91 or Route 9. They go to the big shopping centers and then they're back on their way. Or they come in for the Travelers Championship and then they leave. So we are trying to revitalize our downtown because it really does have a lot to offer in that area. And we are also trying to support the small local businesses that are there on our main street.
And how did you get involved?
So that's a good question. So several of the things that CCD does to try to bring interest to downtown include various events. And one of the events that they put on is a scarecrow scavenger hunt. So they'll have the businesses downtown decorate a scarecrow, put it out in their storefront, and then they invite the residents to come and see them. And usually there's a task. One year it was a scavenger hunt. So you were to find, the one wearing the purple hat and the one wearing gloves and things like that. So it happened to be, it must have been fall of 2020 during the pandemic shutdown. I brought my son out and I said, let's go walk around downtown and look at the scarecrows because we need to get out of the house and do something fun. So that was my introduction to one of the things that CCD does. And we had so much fun with it that I reached out to CCD afterwards and I said, I emailed and I said, I just want to thank you guys for putting on this event. We had a lot of fun with it. I see on your website that your goal is to, bring more visitors and business to downtown. And I just want to let you know that this event really did that because I walked around an area of town I'd never been to, and I've lived here at that point for 8 years. And I said, I discovered businesses I didn't know we even had in town. So they were so happy to hear that. And Ann Grasso, who's our vice chair and really the brains behind a lot of what we do, she reached back out and said, thank you so much for those kind words. And would you like to come to our monthly meetings? And the rest is history.
And here you are, you're now in charge.
Yeah, I know.
That's great.
Well, Katie, it's interesting because after we had pulled your name for the pop-up grant, I was looking at the Chamber of Commerce. They had sent something, and when I scrolled down to the new businesses, yours was there. So that was exciting too, to learn a little bit more about you now and then.
Yeah. We recently, I think, realized that we maybe had lapsed on that list. We are really pushing right now our Summerfest event, which is a big event we're putting on. And so we had reached out to the Commerce, the Chamber of Commerce, and their Shout It Out page. They let us, do some information there. So that's how we realized that we needed to get back on that list.
So tell us a little bit about the Summerfest and then tell us other things that you have planned.
Absolutely, yes. So Summerfest this is going to be our biggest event that we've done to date. We're only a few years old, but so it started with last year we had something called a block party. We had a bunch of vendors, local, art and craft vendors, and we had music, and we just wanted to bring people together. It was kind of like, coming back out after 2 years of quarantining, and wanted to do an event downtown in the district and just bring people together. This year we've rebranded it as Summerfest because we don't want to think of it as just a small one block or neighborhood party. We really want it to be a town-wide event. And so we have, I think, 70 vendors, all kinds of different artisan vendors, all kinds of really cool stuff. We have 4 live bands that will be playing throughout the day.
Oh, wow.
We'll have some food trucks. We're going to have activities for children. So that's going to be on July 30th at Pearson Park, which is right in downtown Cromwell on West Street. Rain date is August 6th, but we're hoping that won't happen. And that's from 1 to 7. So people can stop by at any point in the afternoon.
That's phenomenal. Oh my gosh, what a great idea to bring the community together. So
yes. And so I hope you can all make it at some point on that day.
Sounds exciting.
It'll be a lot of fun.
And
And
other
Cynthia,
things?
yes, I was going to say, you asked about other things. So one of the other things that we do is we actually bring public art to downtown as another way to just make it visually interesting. So we have to date done, I'm not sure how many murals, but we have installed several murals throughout the district. So we have the dugouts at the baseball fields at Pearson Park are all painted. We collaborated with the high school art team a couple of years ago. So the high school students, created some ideas of what they thought should be on there. And then we had the town approve it. And then the high school students actually paint them. So those are really beautiful. And then we've also collaborated with some of the local businesses who own their buildings. I had the pleasure of helping to hand paint last summer a mural on the side of the building for Rail 99 Tavern. So it's a railroad station themed mural. And that was super fun because I got to go up in a bucket truck, which I've never done. It was awesome. And we have also commissioned some professional muralists. We have a building downtown. It's owned by the town that right now is used for storage for different municipal needs. But because it's in the heart of the district, we asked and begged and pleaded and got permission to paint our name and logo on the side of it to try to just help people understand that we exist. So we had a professional muralist from Boston come down, and he did a beautiful mural that says Cromwell Creative District on the side of that building. And then we also had RC, who's a Connecticut-born muralist from Wallingford. He came out and actually gifted us a mural for a project we were working on with Cromwell Energy, which is another business downtown. They wanted a dinosaur themed mural because they wanted something for kids to enjoy. And he came and did this epic. It's absolutely amazing. It looks like it should be on the side of the Science Center building in Hartford. It's really cool. So if you drive up or down Main Street, you will see those murals. And we do get a lot of interest. We see people stopping, and, you can walk right up to the dinosaur mural so you can take your picture with it. So that's been really fun.
That's phenomenal. Oh my gosh.
What a great, there are lots of really great reasons to visit Cromwell, right? And to get to know Cromwell, but what a great reason right there, just to make the introductory drive down Main Street, which is to see those murals. Right. And kudos to all of you for thinking about what visually can capture someone's attention and hopefully encourage them to sort of stop and then take a stroll around. I think that's a great idea. People can find out about you. So at least tell everyone how to find you on the web and get in touch with you if maybe they're looking for opportunities to volunteer or want to get more involved in the creative district.
Yes, so we have a website. It's cromwellcreativedistrict.org. We're also very active on Facebook and Instagram. So if you just search for Cromwell Creative District on either of those platforms, you'll find us. That's really where you can find the most up-to-date information about what we have going on, including we're highlighting a lot of the vendors and artists who will be coming to Summerfest right now. So social media is the place to find that.
Wow. Well, good for you and congratulations. That's wonderful. Thanks for sharing your energy and your excitement about Cromwell.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to you all for this. This is wonderful.
Well, congratulations and thank you. Yay, Cromwell Creative District.
Thank you.
So wonderful. We can't wait to hear more. We know there'll be lots more fun. And I'm sure that also, if nothing else, you may start to get calls to find out how other communities can do something similar, because it sounds like you all have this down pat. So good job. And thank you so much for what you do for our community.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Katie.
All right.
Nice meeting you all.
Nice to meet you.